What's goody, Shellitronnn here. You can call me Shells, and I'm back at it again with a brand new video. And I'm gonna keep it a bold braid biscuit. I saw a tweet last night that made me very upset. It made me feel some type of way. Now, if y'all been watching my channel for a while now, y'all know I have certain feelings. I have certain opinions. I have certain thoughts about a particular player who plays a particular position on our defense. So you can imagine my reaction when I see this tweet right here from Jonathan M. Alexander checkmark that reads, Matt Rhule said there are a lot of guys battling for the second cornerback spot and the nickelback spot. Donte Jackson seems to be the only player who has solidified his spot as the number one corner. I'm going to let that breathe for 5 seconds. All right, no more breathing. We don't have time to breathe. Now, Matt Rhule, I know it's your first year here in the NFL. It's your first year here with the Panthers. But I got a question for you. And I need an answer. Pronto, all right? Why? You ain't seen this man Donte Jackson play? Now look, I have to believe in a few different things right here in order for this to make sense. One, Donte Jackson has significantly improved since the past 2 years we've seen him. Two, Eli Apple, TJ Green, Corn Elder, which is a given, have all been much less impressive than Donte Jackson during these training camp sessions. Or option 3, Matt Rhule understands that the most senior member of this Panthers team, the guy who's been here the longest, is Donte Jackson. So you gotta give him the first shot at being the cornerback one on this team. But let me just share a few memories with Matt Rhule about Donte Jackson. Now, before I talk about negatives, I do want to speak on the positives. Donte Jackson is one of the fastest players in the NFL. Not one of the fastest corners, not one of the fastest players on defense. He is one of the fastest players in the whole NFL. Donte Jackson can get up there. He's not the tallest player on the team, not the tallest corner in the league, but he does have some bunnies on him. He can elevate, I think, with some of the best of them in the league. Donte Jackson is an athlete. But you can't speak on Donte Jackson without mentioning the mental errors in his game where he consistently gets caught looking in the backfield and forgets where he should be in coverage. He gets tricked on routes consistently. And even when we understand he has speed, we still play him an off man where he plays 10, 12 yards off the line of scrimmage, so he has that buffer where it's like, look, you should never get beat deep since you have this much of a buffer between you and the wide receiver. Anything in front of you should be a very short game because you are fast enough to get down there and make a play. And anything deep, you are fast enough to keep up with anyone. But consistently, we've seen Donte Jackson get burned. And I mean absolutely toasted. And I mean absolutely... Do you see him on the screen anymore? I see a wide receiver and a ball. I do not see a defender. And if I do see a defender, It ain't Donte Jackson. We saw this man get cooked by Zacchaeus, the number 5, maybe even number 6 wide receiver on the Falcons. And it's not just that sometimes he gets cooked. It's not just that sometimes he gets tricked looking in the backfield and forgets where he's at sometimes. It's not just that. It's that he has a huge attitude problem and a problem that we've seen come up multiple times in both years he's been with the Panthers. We saw it the first time in All or Nothing, the Amazon series, where he was getting talked to not only by his position coach, but by the coaching staff above him, and also by other members in the secondary. We saw Mike Adams, Captain Munnerlyn. Eric Reed was also there, but he was a new guy on the block. He couldn't really say anything to him. It is what it is there. But he did not respond to any kind of talks, any kind of coaching, any kind of advice he was given. And he came off as having a bad attitude in this series. He didn't mention on Twitter that he didn't have a bad attitude. He was unfairly characterized. He said he was tired of losing. And to his credit, in 2018, we did have a very long losing stretch where things were not looking good. But in the episode where he had that really bad attitude and was getting talked to, we had only lost 1 game at that point. We actually were looking really good. The team was winning when we saw that scene in All or Nothing. And that leads me to another point about Donte Jackson. He blame deflects a lot. It's one thing to have little holes in your game as a younger player, but he has lied consistently to the media, made excuses, and even in that play just this past season with Zacchaeus on the Falcons, he lied, threw his coaches under the bus, lied about the coaching, lied about the route that was run, and then on that same play, when he finally caught up on an underthrown ball by Matt Ryan, which should have been a touchdown, it was way underthrown. He didn't even make the tackle. His tackle got broke. So I have some very, very not so great memories of Donte Jackson. There are some good things about his game. He's fast and he can make plays. His biggest problem, or his 2 biggest problems, are very, very noticeable inconsistency and a attitude problem that shows he has a problem responding well to authority. Look, I think we can all, to a certain degree, relate to that. I know I can. But it's a very bad look when you're making mistakes and then you're lying about it. And these are things that are very easily and clearly provable to be the opposite of what you're saying. I mean, it is what it is, but I've seen some very big problems with Donte Jackson that I don't think start with his play on the field. I think it starts with his mindset. And in a year with a new defensive coordinator, a new head coach, a new scheme, and not to mention, if you take a little peek at the schedule these Carolina Panthers have to play in 2020, we are playing some of the best wide receivers in the league. I would say probably 8 of the top 13 receivers in the entire league we're going up against. Saints twice, Falcons twice, Bucks twice. We have the Chiefs. We have the Cardinals. We have the Vikings. Adam Thielen is one of the top 13-ish receivers in the league. I 100% believe that. We are playing against some of the roughest riders in quarterback wide receiver duos in the entire league. And while I understand, look, yeah, options behind him really ain't that great. I understand that TJ Green looks promising. I understand that Eli Apple was brought in. I don't really believe in Cornet Elder for real, but damn, I thought maybe we'd keep him at cornerback 2 and figure something out for the primary dude. We got the double team, maybe shade coverage over to the right side a little bit more. The good thing is Michael Thomas does tend to play in the slot a lot more, so maybe we're only dealing with 7 of the top 13 receivers. He won't get that coverage all that often, but I'm not going to lie to you. I'm seeing barbecue chicken alert consistently. Now, let me go ahead and say it is possible he has taken a monumental leap He has transcended from what we've seen in years past. 3rd year in the league, you gotta buckle up. You gotta tighten up. And you're in a leadership role now because a lot of the veteran guys, a lot of the leaders on defense are not there anymore. So in a way, you are one of the more senior members of this team. Or at least in the secondary, beside Trey Boston. You gotta step up. This news right here, though, is not what I was expecting to see. Donte Jackson is gonna be put through the fire. Because this is a schedule that no one wants to go through. I don't care if you're Darius Slay. I don't care who you are. You don't want to go against these wide receivers. This is going to be the ultimate test. How much have you improved? And what will your attitude be if you beat these guys or if they beat you? This is going to be the real test. Right here this season. In a way, it's actually a good thing because we will find out 2 things for sure. How much has he gotten better on the field? And how much has he matured off the field? Honestly, I'm more focused on number 2 than I am number 1 because football is a mental game. Once a player gets you out your mental, they've already won. It is a psychological game, so we're going to find out a little some. I was shocked to see this tweet. I thought there would be competition leading all the way up to the start of the season because there are a lot of question marks. I got to see this defensive scheme. Maybe, like I said, we shade coverage. Maybe we give help over the top. Are we going to play off man? He cannot play press coverage. Donte Jackson does not play press coverage. He is not James Bradbury. We will not see that. I want to see how often he plays in the flats. I want to see how often we have him playing back. If we're playing more cover 3 this year, where his responsibilities are just play deep, don't get beat deep by these guys, cover those corner routes, all that kind of stuff. We will have to see. This tweet right here really took me out my element. I'm not going to lie to you. And keep it real, this video could have been even wilder. I'm keeping it calm right now. But trust me, when I first saw this news, I said to myself, damn, what are we doing here? It's going to be a long season, and our offense has to be great. Amazing, stupendous, marvelous, fantastic. Any other word that is a superlative in the positive manner. We need our offense to score 50. I need a burger every day because it's going to get scary on the defensive side of the ball. We might have to get pressure every single down. You might have to blitz every single down. Bring that pressure. Make sure the quarterback cannot have 3 seconds, 4 seconds to look around the field, see something deep, because if the quarterback sees something deep, I am worried. Okay, I am worried. And that's how I feel about it. Donte Jackson, this season right here is your opportunity. It is an opportunity. And I'm speaking softly right now, so you lean in to the screen you are watching this video on. I need you to step up now. This season was already hard with COVID, no training camp really, no preseason. It's a whole different beast. And then when you pair that with you going up against some of the roughest riders at the wide receiver position in the league, it is not going to be an easy year, my brother. I'm rooting for you because you wear that black and that blue. I need to see something out of you. If you don't like what I got to say, shut me up. Let your play on the field shut me up. Until then, I will continue to have my concerns. Until then, I will continue to have my questions. I believe what I see with my ojos. These are my ojos. Show these things what you can do, and I will shut up about you making mental mistakes consistently. Those are my thoughts on this tweet about Donte Jackson locking up the number 1 corner spot. Let me know all your thoughts in the comments below. And you already know to do with that like button.
Cheers to you, appreciate the chance. Been told y'all I been the man. Been told y'all I had the gift. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Real ones gonna recommend. Count this as another win.